This is a graphic representation of the process of how most dealerships generate business. I wanted to walk through a quick overview and then a few different scenarios to get you thinking about efficiency in keeping and generating business from the leads your funnel generates. Now, up here we have marketing inputs, marketing, advertising, social media, search. These are all things that we pay vendors to make happen for us generally. So these inputs go to work for the store, and then they output down here in the showroom. From an efficiency standpoint, in an ideal world, 100% of the leads generated up here would wind up buying a vehicle in your showroom, but that's not the case. Only a percentage of them do that. So in this video, I want to address how we can help you get your store to keep and convert more of the leads you're paying for each month. So let's run through a few scenarios. Let's suppose that you have a lead that engages with your content on an ad platform while they're online. Let's say they saw an ad on AutoTrader. You've already spent the money. They see your ad. They're interested in the vehicle. What do they do next? In the majority of cases, they'll pick up the phone and call about it. Your sales or BDC rep who picks up sounds very professional, answers their questions about the vehicle, asks for an appointment. The customer gives them an objection, and they hang up saying, "Ask for me when you come in." What does the customer do next? Well, they're taking the information they got on the phone call, and they're calling your competitors many times. In the average showroom, 80% of the leads who show up walk away unsold. And this can be influenced by the quality of leads that show up. We'll cover that more in a minute. But let's take another example. Let's say somebody searches for a particular vehicle for sale. Google shows them a page with 5 ads and 10 organic search results. One of those 10 is yours. So let's say they click on your result and they call. Calling signals intent. The pool of callers is a lot more valuable than the larger pool of searchers and finders because they're buyer intended. They took an action in response to a call to action. So they call, a sales rep picks up, and they ask if the vehicle's available. The sales rep doesn't know if the vehicle's on the lot or not, and he doesn't want to mislead them, so what does he do? He hangs up with them and says he'll call them back. Meanwhile, what does the prospect do while he's tracking down this information? If you said he waits patiently for a callback, you'd be sorely mistaken. Third example. Let's say the customer needs an oil change, sees one of your ads running a special, and decides to bring his car in. What does he do to arrange this? Again, the vast majority of the time, he calls. He asks the service writer about the special and then says he'll just bring it in later this week. The service writer says, "Sounds great. We'll see you later this week." In the meantime, he's out driving later that day and sees a better special at Jiffy Lube as he's driving by and just pulls in for his oil change right then. These 3 scenarios are the rule, not the exception at most dealerships. And this represents a huge opportunity. That's because in each of these cases, the ability to persuade the customer to book an appointment at a specific time on a particular day would make it much more likely that the customer actually visits the store. And that's the goal of the entire process. The common denominator in each of these scenarios is how critical the phone is to the process. Fully 70% of leads, at a minimum, call the store before they come in. And because of the way they came to know about the store, whether from an ad or from social media or from searching online, the people who engage with these inputs and then call are extremely well targeted, which means they close a lot more of the time. These leads close 50% of the time, if not more, when they show up on average. So knowing this, if we could find a way to funnel more of these leads into the showroom where they close half the time, would that not be one of the most valuable things that we could do for the store? Of course it would. So how do we accomplish that? Well, it turns out that the best way to reliably get more callers to visit your showroom or service bay is to set an appointment for them to visit on a particular day at a specific time. Doing this accomplishes a few things. First, it creates a psychological trigger. Once they've made a commitment, they feel compelled to honor it via the social norm of consistency. Second, and this is according to an NADA study, better than 92% of the time, they stop shopping when they book an appointment. They don't call your competitors. So if you could get your sales reps to set appointments as the rule and not the rare exception, you could plug the leaks in your sales funnel and keep more of these valuable leads for your store while keeping them from even calling your competitors. So why is the industry average only 10 to 20% of phone ups that get set as appointments? The answer to that has more to do with the nature of the business than anything else. Managers mostly know how to train sales reps to set appointments. Where they fail is with consistency. Managers' time is valuable, and they get pulled in many directions simultaneously during the course of a day. If they find the time to train during a given week, it's likely that they can't continue doing so at a consistent pace because their schedules are so volatile. Yet, having this skill set is worth hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars a year to the dealership. It's the difference between going pro and staying amateur. And this is why we've built a business around training your reps and building proper phone skills. We have one job. We do that job regardless of your daily schedule, and we do it on a month-to-month basis at a greater than 30 times ROI. You heard that right. The ROI we deliver as a specialist in terms of dealer gross to the cost of training is over 30 to 1 on average. And with our strategic partnership with Call Review, we can show you how to combine your call data with our training to create precise results, at-a-glance monitoring capability, and a virtuous cycle of data, which enhances accountability, which leads to better training, which in turn creates higher value data, and on it goes. And all while freeing up managers' valuable time to perform higher value activities. If you'd like a copy of this diagram, we put a download link in the description. And if you like getting 30 to 1 returns on investment while taking market share from your competitors, limiting turnover, creating predictable growth trajectories, we'd love to train your sales, BDC, service, or parts people, even your receptionists. Just give us a call at 1-800-987-1156 to speak with one of our training experts. We look forward to hearing from you and to helping you use the opportunities now in the marketplace to realign your market with your store and grow your revenues quickly. Give us a shout, 1-800-987-1156, and take that first step. We look forward to doing business with you. Have a good day.